Hello, it's Michelle with Star Bright Mind Hypnotherapy, and I just want to talk a little bit today about baggage. It's kind of like a word we all use to describe this extra weight that we carry. It's also the beliefs that we carry that hold us back, keep us from achieving what we want to achieve. So, a couple things about baggage. One is you don't know what another person's baggage is. You may understand the experiences they've had, and you can infer what you think the baggage that they might be carrying is, but you don't know. Only the individual knows. And even then, it can be very deeply rooted, so much so that we can't really sense really what that baggage is. We just know that there is a weight, there is something that is keeping us down, holding us back. And it very much feels like that. A lot of people describe it that way. And it makes sense. It's baggage, it's stuff you're carrying, it's all these odds and ends that you've collected that you haven't let go of or been able to let go of. And many of us are aware that we have this kind of baggage, and yet it's so difficult to just take that bag off, drop it, let it go, move on. So, but we all understand like that's what we need to do. It's not helping us, it's holding us back, but we're holding on to it for a few reasons. I think one being it is familiar. And what is familiar feels safe because we can predict it. So we know our flaws, we know the issues that we create in our life are, and we can see them coming and know what to expect and manage that the best we can. So it's safe, but it's not really helpful or creating a space for growth and opportunity. But we hold on to it because the unknown is scarier and we perceive it to be more dangerous than the known, even though the known isn't really a wonderful place to be. So yeah, it feels familiar and safe. Those are basically the reasons we carry baggage a lot of the time, because we'd rather hold on to all this in case we need it, in case there was some form of insight from that experience that might help me in the future. I'm going to hold on to that experience and everything it taught me, all the beliefs I created from that experience. I'm just going to hold on to those because there might be a time where I'll need them. So we kind of hoard this stuff in our bags and carry them around with us. So to let go of your baggage, I think there's the misconception of forgive and forget. I don't think that is the way forward. Forgetting, you can completely erase a memory from your mind and have a repressed memory and not know what happened, or not remember the experience, but your body remembers it. A belief was created, you're still living with it. So forgetting about it doesn't really heal what happened. And the same goes for forgiveness. It's wonderful to forgive. It is a beautiful thing to open your heart with compassion and see another person for the flawed individual that they are, for their own trauma and pain and baggage that they carry, and just accept that they made a mistake, and they hurt you, but they didn't mean to, or they didn't know any better, or whatever it is that helps you connect with and understand another human being and give them the space of compassion and create that compassion within you. I'm all for forgiveness, but forgiveness is not the path to letting go of baggage. You need to accept what happened, and forgiving and saying, well, they didn't know any better, let it go, doesn't really give you that feeling of, but it happened. It happened and it wasn't fair and it wasn't right, and it created these beliefs that are inhibiting me and holding me back and making me feel lesser than. And when we accept things, we're able then to move beyond them. And when we do this in hypnotherapy, it's not just your mind that is understanding what happened and accepting what happened. It's your body accepting it. It's your emotions accepting it. It's a full perception shift. You are understanding what happened and how it affected you from a very different perspective than just your analytical mind. Though you are aware of what's going on and how you are perceiving the event or the beliefs that you created, it's from kind of a higher perspective. It's a holistic perspective. And when you are able to see it and understand it and accept it from that perspective, you're able then to kind of create space. And you create space between the event or the few experiences that created the baggage that you're carrying, and you create space between that and where you are now. And then you can really let it go, because you can see how it is no longer serving you and that it is not a part of you. It doesn't need to be a part of you. There is nothing about it that is relevant to who you are today and who you want to be today. And it's really seeing and perceiving in whatever way that is for you, that space that helps you distance yourself from that experience. And you are no longer having to carry it. It is something that is in the past. And you are able to understand that the past doesn't exist. So it's an event that happened, but it is no longer in your life now in the present moment. Where you are now in the present moment is completely separate from that experience, and you can move any way forward you want. And you do not need to carry that baggage with you anymore. And when you understand it and perceive it from that space, that's really when you can let go of the baggage and feel so much lighter. And it is a sensation of lightness. It is a letting go. It is a freeing, a liberating, it's like a fresh, deep breath, and you just are different. You're a new you. And from that moment forward, you have a different perspective moving forward. And then when we do this in hypnotherapy, we get to talk about what you want instead. So you don't want to carry this baggage. You don't want the issues it's creating. What do you want instead? And then we build that in. And that's not a weight that you need to carry now. That's kind of like a guiding light pulling you forward. I once had a client describe their experience, their shift, as, they would start thinking about things that they used to think about, the way they used to think about them, and without thinking about it, their whole body just compelled them to do what it was they really wanted to do. And that whole loopy thought process that was always their baggage and holding them back wasn't powerful enough compared to this new compulsion, this new desire, this pull forward toward what they truly wanted. So yeah, it's okay. We all carry emotional baggage, and it's kind of a life's journey of unpacking them, but sometimes there's a weight that's just too much that really is creating problems in our life to the point that we need help. And hypnotherapy is a really great option if you feel that weight on you and you want to let it go and you've tried and you don't know how. Hypnotherapy can help you with that. So feel free to book a consultation with me at starbrightmind.com. We can talk a little bit more about it. Otherwise, I wish you all the best on your life's journey, on your healing journey, on your journey of letting go and letting in too, letting in all the good. So wishing you all the best. Take care.